coming to us live from Desert Financial Arena as ASU women's basketball head coach Charli Thorne. How is the energy in there? It looks like it's a packed house.
No, it's not. Otherwise, I'd be in really big trouble, right? So, but it will be this fall and winter, and we're preparing for that. And hopefully, Scott, we can get through this sooner rather than later and get back to Sun Devil athletics.
Yeah, really happy to be joined by you today. My name's Scotty Gange, again, for another one of our interview series for ASU. I'm wondering, just for you, how are the family doing in these unprecedented, crazy times that we're in right now?
Yeah, well, thanks for asking. My husband's going completely stir crazy and has painted and fixed everything in the house. My 3 sons are totally fine with it, right? Because they're
they're home, out of school.
Yeah, I mean, they're not out of school, but it's a little bit different. And then, for me, it's kind of business as usual, to be honest. I mean, I can do, a lot of what I've been doing. And, the cool thing is we are definitely getting some unprecedented family time. So for the most part, it's great. Every now and then, people are getting on each other's nerves. But I played Smash Bros for the first time the other night.
Super Smash.
Yeah, I was terrible, but it was fun. So, we're having our poker nights. We're having, ping pong tournaments. So we've been doing a little bit of stuff like that, which has been fun.
Sounds a lot like my family. I'm always hopefully on the winning side of things when we play video games. So that's good to hear. My mom never plays with us because she couldn't win. So that's funny to hear from your end. To basketball, right? Before the season was cut short, it looked like you guys were on your way to your 7th consecutive NCAA tournament. Of course, unfortunately, it was cut short for everybody in the country. But I'm wondering for you, and I think a lot of ASU fans would like to wonder, 7 straight NCAA tournaments is an amazing feat. What has it been, in your words, the key to success in making that happen consistently for Arizona State?
Right. Well, thanks, Scotty. I mean, we missed that 1 year after my sabbatical, but, really it's been about 20 out of 21 years we've been in postseason. And we were definitely getting in, and we were definitely getting healthy for the NCAA tournament. So I still feel so bad for our seniors, not to be able to finish the season, because we were really struggling a little bit down the stretch, just our health and everything, especially at the point guard position. And
right.
We had time to get healthy. But, I appreciate that question. I mean, sustaining a championship culture for us, it's definitely about having the right people. So, the right staff and getting the right players. And then with that, any great culture has high standards. But for us, it's that cultivating teamwork and toughness, right? Teamwork and toughness. So we don't necessarily recruit just for a certain style of play. We recruit a certain kind of person, and then we as coaches, I think, are pretty proficient at adapting maybe how we want to play. But we always win because we always have those intangibles that help you win.
Right.
And we cultivate them too. So, and the people that we recruit, really buy in and believe in the culture of our program.
Really amazing. And you're talking about, getting the right people on board. And I know last week, 2 big signings for ASU. What can we expect from the two newbies coming in for next season?
Right. So, well, we'd be a little remiss. I mean, top 5 recruiting class. So we signed 5 in the early signing that were ranked. There's a lot of different rankings.
Fantastic. Congratulations, Coach. That's
yes,
amazing.
Thank you. So those 5 are going to be super, super fantastic, impactful. And then these other 2, the same. So Imogen Greenslade, she actually visited in the fall. So our fans are probably familiar that she committed because there was, an article in the paper, 6'4" post, very athletic, a little young to the game, but going to be able to help us right away, Scotty, just with defense and rebounding. And, Australian basketball is so good. They're so well coached. They're tough. They play both sides of the ball. So we're confident that she's going to be able to come in and help us at that center position. And then, we lost Kiki, Riley, Robbie. We have.
It was a veteran unit you guys had.
Yeah, we had 3 backcourt guards that graduated that played their entire career. And so, we, as much as we recruited a lot, like we recruited a ton of front court players and some backcourt, Jaden Simmons and, both Maggie and Sydney Erikstrup, Maggie Besselink are going to be, guards coming in, but like point guards, we kind of needed a little more depth. We definitely needed a little more depth. And so Gabby Bosquez just is a perfect fit for us. I mean, she is poised, tough. She can score at 3 levels. She's high motor, help us play, a fast game. And the thing that we needed another veteran player to be able to come in and help Bree Sanders and my juniors set the tone every day and really be, able to help these young players, grow and know what it takes. And Gabby's going to be able to do that. She's a really smart, nothing bothers her. I mean, she just, and that's what we need with this group. It's like, hey, you know what, just keep punching. We got this. So
really exciting.
Yes.
I know. And speaking of recruiting, before we started the recording, you mentioned how you thought you'd have a lot more time on your hands, but the fact is that the job is still going. There's a lot of things you've got to do. And you said, hey, there's a lot of things we can't do, but there's new openings and ways we're finding to do our jobs and recruiting. And I know probably still figuring out game plans and stuff like that. So what is it in recruiting and everything that you guys are doing right now that's a little different than maybe it was before?
Right. So, for recruiting, I mean, there's never enough hours in the day, right? You can, so we can't get on an airplane and go see kids, and we can't put them on an airplane and have them come see us. But we can do everything else. And so what we've done a lot of is virtual visits. So we've done quite a few, normally you might go on a home visit, you might bring people in, but just this right here, 2 hours presentation behind us,
and you bring them to Desert Financial.
We bring them to Desert Financial. We bring them to Arizona State University. We bring them to Weather Up. We bring them, our team, all the people that will touch them. So those have actually been really effective. To be, obviously I can't talk about it. We got a huge commitment in the 2021 class, one of the top forwards in the nation. So, it's been, it'll be interesting if people go to this more, like, oh, I don't have to go out, I can just do this. But
the new normal, right?
Yeah, new normal. But we can call unlimited. We can call, we can text, we can send videos, we can send flyers. So there's a lot of recruiting going on every day.
In this entire situation we're in right now, what are some positives that you've been able to take out of it?
Yeah, that's a great question. And there, as tragic as it is for obviously people being sick, dying, and crushed by the economy. I mean, the positives in my mind are, we have everybody, for the most part, has had an opportunity to pause and reflect and really look, how can I be better? How can I mean, you don't, you're just on that treadmill, right? You're going, but we'd be very remiss if we didn't take advantage of this opportunity of, okay, how can I be better? And I know I've been trying to do that. And just as a citizen, I mean, that's as a person, I think as a citizen, it's going to make us value our health better and hopefully our environment. I mean, our air is cleaner right now, and, will this help people maybe be a little bit more conscious about, just waste and a lot of things. I think as a coach, it's definitely allowed me more time to prepare and get organized. And so that's been a positive, because we don't usually have, we go, April's busy, May, I mean, we don't really have any kind of down month. Back in the day, Scotty, I swear that we did, and it just kept busier and busier, and yeah. So, and always speaking engagements and just, stuff to do. So, we already alluded to this, but I'll finish with, I just encourage everybody to spend a little more time with their loved ones, as much as they can. And even if it's for FaceTime, because you're not in the same house, certainly with the people that you're living with. But, I mean, we do have an opportunity right now to have a little better, family time. For coaches that we're always traveling, 3-4 months of the year, we're never even in our own home. It's an amazing opportunity for us just to be with our families a little bit more. So that's been special.
Coach, it's been special to talk with you today. Thank you so much for your time. I think it's important to recognize that we congratulate you again on eclipsing 500 career wins at ASU. Fantastic feat this season that you did. Best of luck to you in the next video game battle. Stay safe. And again, thank you very much for the time.
Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate it.